Throughout my childhood and teenage years, I wasn't interested in the work of William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, or Najib Mahfouz. Mr. Contest, Chair, Fellow Toastmasters, I was much more involved in fishing, camping, and I loved to listen to songs by the famous Lebanese singers, Fairuz, during the day, and the famous Egyptian singers, Kulthum, during the night. But all that changed back in August 1998, the year that I learned an extraordinary lesson from an ordinary place. That lesson changed my life completely, and it will change yours. Do you remember someone giving you advice that transformed your life? I do. Come with me to one of the oldest houses in Riyadh, visiting a 69-year-old mason, a friend of my family for many years. You can smell the aroma of Turkish coffee and see a clean business suit hanging on a rusty old nail and books all around the room. And you just hear him reading softly to himself. And you get this feeling that you are sitting with a man of a great wisdom. The mason lifted his head and asked me, "Do you like reading?" I said, "Yes, I love reading, but I don't have time even to scratch my head in King Saud University." After a brief moment of silence, he said, "But if you want to excel in your life and distinguish yourself from others, you have to read. Reading is like building an empire of knowledge. Block on top of block on top of block. And the more you read, the higher your empire will grow." I said, "I'm still a freshman. Probably when I'll graduate, I'll have more time to read." He looked at me with those wise eyes and said, "You have a tremendous amount right now, and you want to wait until you graduate?" I asked him the question that anyone in this room would have asked. "Where is the time? Where is it? I don't see it." He said, "What are you doing when you go to the bank, to the barber, or even to traditional bakery?" "This is how I think." I said, "Yes, I get it. I get it. Waiting my turn." And then the mason smiled at me, as some of you did. And what he said next changed my life, and it must change yours. Your waiting time should not be wasted time. In your waiting time, are you wasted time? What do you do when you have to wait for something? Do you play games? Calling someone on your mobile to talk about nothing in particulars? Or do nothing at all? Then the mason went on to explain. When you are waiting your turn without doing anything beneficial, this is called a wasted time. And that wasted time translates from minute to hours and from hours to day. So what you should do with the time you spend waiting, read. While I wait for my mason crew to get up in my pickup, I read until the last mason gets in. Even though I learned to read and write when I was 39 years old, I'm able to stand in front of any crowd at area of literature feeling confident, wearing that black business suit. And as I stated my opinion, everybody listen to every single word that I say. You know why? Because I read, and they don't. Reading inspired me to write a poetry and to become a recognized poetry critic, even though I have no formal education. There are those who wasted time and those who don't. Which one do you want to be? The one who reads or the one who doesn't? I left the mason unimpressed and convinced and satisfied with what he had said. But then, I not only noticed how much time that I spent waiting, but how much time that I spent wasting. When I went to see any of my university professors, the more I waited, the more annoyed I became. Slowly, I realized what the old mason said was right. And I, a self-university student, I wasn't as smart as I thought. So I decided to start reading whenever I had to wait. Now 13 books, 13 years and many book later, you hardly see me without a book. When most people have to wait in a long line, they say, oh no, not another long line. And now when I have to wait in a long line, I say, oh great, isn't it beautiful? That means I got to read. Can I have one cheeseburger and one French fries, please? See? Just because I have to wait does not mean I have to waste. While waiting in a such line over the years, I have learned about relationships from William Shakespeare, and about how poor people live from Charles Dickens, and about people behavior from Najib Mahfoud. And now friend and family come to me for an advice. Confucius once said, no matter how busy you may think you are, you must find time for reading, or surround yourself to a self-choosing ignorance. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a choice. You can be like most people, play games on your mobile, or call someone to talk about nothing in particular, and feel bored and frustrated at all the wasted years. Or you can be like the influential people, who other consult as a mobile library. They will crave your advice and consultation because you built block on top of block on top of block. You built an empire of knowledge. The choice is yours. Is your waiting time really wasting time?
One minute of silence for the judges.